everyone, and welcome back to Drama-O-Rama online. I'm Mrs. Combs, and I'm so excited to share this time with you today. So remember, have your journals ready, and let's get started. For today's warm-up, we are going to show emotion by growing to the beat. So first, I'm going to call out an emotion, then count to 8. And I'm going to mark those beats with my drum. We're going to start in a tight ball on the floor and slowly grow little by little to each beat until we reach the count of 8. When we reach the count of 8, we will freeze and show the emotion that I just called out. Then I'm going to count down from 8 to 1. And from there, we're going to shrink little by little until we're back on the floor in that tight ball. Let me show you an example. Watch my example as I grow to the beat and freeze to the emotion, sleepy. First, I get into a tight ball and listen for the beat. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm frozen and sleepy. Hold that. And then the beat will begin again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I went back down to my tight little ball. Now let's try this warm-up together. Curl into a tight ball and grow little by little to the emotion, sad. Ready? Begin. Freeze. Stay frozen. Show sad in your face and body. Remember to breathe. And neutral. Stay in your tight ball and grow little by little to the emotion, happy. Ready? Begin. Freeze. Stay frozen. Show happy in your face and your body. And neutral. Stay in your tight ball and grow to the emotion, scared. Ready? Begin. Freeze. Stay frozen. Show scared in your face and body. Use energy. And neutral. Stay in a tight ball and grow to the emotion, excited. Ready? Begin. Freeze. Stay frozen. Show excited in your face and body. And neutral. Let's explore emotion stories. Today, we will be focusing on emotion stories. Emotions are what characters feel in the moment. We're going to try to figure out what characters in a picture are feeling, thinking, saying, and doing. We will come up with a backstory for characters in each picture. A backstory is a story that tells what led up to the main story, what happened before the main story begins. For example, when you think about the story of the three little pigs, what do you think happened before the three little pigs moved out of their parents' house? Something to think about. So we are going to create a backstory using clues from a picture as well as using our own imagination. So let's take a look at our first picture. Take a look at the picture and look at both characters. What emotions do you see in this picture? Look at their facial expressions. Look at how their bodies are positioned and the energy level in each character. What do you think is happening in the picture? What is the relationship between the two characters? What do you think happened right before this picture was taken? What do you think is going to happen next? How do you think this particular scene will end? I want you to choose an emotion from one of the characters in the picture. And I also want you to think about their backstory. We are going to explore this emotion by growing to the beat. And with each beat, I want you to think about not only how the character is feeling, but what they are thinking, what they are saying, and what they are doing. When we reach the count of 8, we will freeze, showing that emotion. Then you will hear a chime. When you hear that chime, I want you to say a word or a phrase or make a sound that expresses how you are feeling in the moment. Then we will shrink back down from a count of 8 to 1 back into our tight little ball, releasing that emotion. Are you ready? Choose one emotion, curl up in a tight ball, and get ready to grow to the beat. Ready? Begin. Freeze. Think of a word, phrase, or sound. Use your voice. And neutral. Let's take a look at our next picture. Take a look at the picture and look at both characters. Look at both of their facial expressions. Look at their body positions. And look at the energy level in each character. What emotions do you see in this picture? What do you think is happening in the picture? What is the relationship between the characters? What do you think happened right before this particular picture was taken? What do you think is going to happen next? How do you think this scene will end? Choose one emotion, curl up in a tight ball, and get ready to grow to the beat. Ready? Begin. Freeze. Think of a word, phrase, or sound that expresses your emotion.
I hate this.
Use your voice. And neutral.
Let's take a look at our last picture.
Take a look at this picture and look at both characters. Look at their facial expressions, their body positions, and look at the energy level in each character. What emotions do you see in this picture? What do you think is happening in this picture? What is the relationship between the characters? What do you think happened right before this picture was taken? What do you think is going to happen next? How do you think this particular scene will end? Choose one emotion, curl up in a tight ball, and get ready to grow to the beat. Ready, begin.
Freeze. Think of a word or phrase or sound that expresses your emotion.
Oh, man.
Use your voice. And neutral. Let's reflect.
Today, we were able to create a backstory for the pictures that I shared with you today. We were able to identify the characters' feelings, what they were thinking, what they were saying, and what they were doing. We also used our imagination to create the stories that happened before each picture was taken, a backstory. The more we know about the characters' emotions and their stories, the more details we can show. It's time for today's journal prompt.
Choose one of the pictures and write an emotion story. Give the characters names and include their relationship status. In your story, write what happened before the picture was taken, what happens next, and how it ends. And remember to use plenty of details.
Thank you so much for creating emotion stories with me today. See you next time.